Good morning, guys. It's a good morning from Uganda. We have the sunrise there. That is the sunrise, just starting our morning in a village as village girls. So today I'm going to brush, but you know, when you're in the village, we don't have toothbrushes. No toothbrush. So what you do is to do this. Come with us. You look for, you have to look for something like this. So this is what we use for brushing. Literally, I would need a car. This is dry, but still, I'm going to make it. This is dry. I'm going to make it soft. So this, you remove these upper things, the fiber. Remove the fiber, and you bite this until it gets soft. This is what we use for brushing. When it gets soft, you can easily make it your toothbrush. That's what takes place in the village. So guys, I definitely had to join my sisters in the brushing group. As you can see, everyone is holding these local toothbrushes that I showed you before. So guys, this is the local way of doing this here at home, like in the village. Literally, if it was in the city center, maybe in town or something, we would be using the toothbrushes, as you all know. But when you're in the village, we do it locally, right like this. So before you do any daily activities, this is the first thing you have to do as a morning routine. Now, when you finish to brush, the next thing is to keep your toothbrush. You don't have to throw it because tomorrow you will need to use the same. You may not be able to keep on getting them from the bush every day, every day. It's also hectic to bite it until it gets soft. Remember, as I told you, it's sometimes like you pick the hard one and it's hard, like you can't bite it to make it. It's work. So it's better to keep the old one and you keep using it until maybe you feel like you're tired. So after brushing, you wash your face. When you finish washing your face, that means you're good to go. Check my sisters, they're still here. They're still struggling. Me, I finished already, but they're still here hustling with their teeth. I don't know what time they will finish to brush. Guys, say hello. But they're shy. Look at this one. Look at this one. She's too shy. Look at her. Get rid, please. Say hi. They're shy. I left them. Do you guys know what it feels like waking up with this kind of sunrise in a local village? By the guys, this is what we call a kraal here, where the cows live in. I'm here to say good morning to the animals. Good morning, animals. By the way, they will stay here until they take them for grazing. It's still early, but they will take them later. So this is the entry. There's an entry here where they pass to go inside. There's also another entry there. But the animals are just chilling. They're still just waking up. So guys, it's time to go to the borehole. We're going to collect some water. So that's what we're doing now. You know, in the village there is no water. Show them these trees. Guys, see these trees. Those are sienna trees. I've always said about this. We have a lot of them here. A lot of them in the village. There are very many, yes. Gertrude is okay. Gertrude is also coming. My other sister is also coming. We're going all to the. We're going to get some water. heading to the borehole. Here we bump on a church. You know, this church is for Protestants. So let's check in and see what is in. So guys, let's go in and have a brief tour of this church. Check the outlook of the church. Let's go in. Oh wow, wow. There are no seats. That's the altar right there. That's the altar, and they have some small drum here. I think this helps them during a Sunday service. This is what the choir members use, I think, to produce some good music when they're praising God. Time for praises, I think they use this drum. Now check my sister. She first had to really drum it practically. So just know this church is made out of grass and some local local bricks. That's the altar, guys. It has 2 exits, and I think it's both exit and entry. So I don't know where that's I think the main entry. Then probably it's the other one is the exit. I don't know. So check the doors. By the way, it has an anthill. For those who don't know how an anthill looks like, this is an anthill. It's developing inside the church. Oh my gosh. And if not worked on, it's going to grow and become big. As I was saying, this church is made out of grass. Check the roof. Grass and some kind of timber that they use for building, for roofing locally. And then on the wall we have bricks, these locally made bricks. That is how they made it. Yeah, and we are good to go. The church is there for you guys. So next time come we pray. We are going to be praying from here. So guys, as in if you're a village girl, you know this. In Africa, you must know the daily morning routine. Like after brushing and washing your face, what next? You go and collect some water. That is if there is no water, but could be like the previous evening you could have fetched water, so it's not a must to go and collect water. If it is there, then you do something else like preparing breakfast for the family. My beautiful sisters here, so let's go and collect some water, then we shall be right back to do any other activity that is supposed to take place at home. Okay guys. Hi guys, good morning. How are you? That's nice. So like where we're going to fetch water from, that's the borehole. It's right there under that big tree. We are going to be there in a few seconds. So guys, we are here. This is how we fetch our water. Finally, we are fetching our water. Anyways, I'm still helping this mama to pump for her water in her bucket because we found her here. Literally, when you come to fetch water in this kind of a place like a borehole, you have to do it in turns. Like, okay, like first come, first serve. You don't bypass, like you've got already some people around, you have to wait for them to finish, then you fetch yours. So after her, it's our turn. I'm like, let me first help her to fetch her bucket, to fill her bucket. Then we continue with our jerry cans. By the way, guys, this needs some energy. If you have some little energy, like less energy, you may not make it. Just know, because you need to pull this water from underground. Remember, this water is connected through a lot of pipes from underground. So you need to pull up, down until you bring out this water. But good enough for the case of this particular borehole. It wasn't hard. There are some boreholes that you really need to emphasize, like you have to put much energy. But this one was a little bit softer. So as I said, it's a little bit hectic. I had to call this sister of mine, this young girl, to come and help. Meanwhile, let me go back here and be fixing the jerry can so that the water doesn't go down. We don't want to take a lot of time here. We need to fill up all these jerry cans as you see, and then we leave here. Let me do like this. So this is how we come with the water. Hi babies. Yes, baby. You want this? Yeah? So when you make her, because I want to carry it like the way this girl is carrying hers, you show them the girl, how she's carrying hers. She put this, you roll this, like this, like this, and then you put it on your head here, so that the jerry can does not press you. Then she's giving me the jerry can now. I have to lower myself so that it will fit on my head. So that's what we do.
Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you.
So guys, to be a village champion, you can put this jerry can on your head. My sisters are laughing. To be a village champion, you put this jerry can on your head and walk with it like this, without touching. Eh? Without touching. And it can't fall. I'm not touching on it, but it has water. I want to show you guys the fruits of a shea nut tree, how they look like. Maybe some of you don't know them. That's how they are. By the way, we eat these fruits. When they ripen, they're very, very sweet. And this is what they use to process. They don't use the whole fruit, but the inside of it, like the seed. The seed is what they use to produce the shea nut oil. Locally back here at home, our mothers, even me, we have ever processed these when we're still young. We used to process them at home. We dry them and then fry, then make oil. That is the shea nut oil. This is how they look like when they're fresh, as in raw. When they ripen, they look like this. And when they dry, this is how they look like. By the way, we use this oil for sauce, for frying anything, deep frying. And this is how they look like when they're fried already, ready to process. Grass we use for building these houses, by the way, that is how the grass looks like. You see, these ones here, for building this type of houses, they use this type of grass. Now this one is prepared for building. We are finally back home. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop a comment. I love you all. Bye-bye for now.
There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you.